What if the very thing you've been trying to fix was never broken? What if the endless work on chakras, energy centers, alignment, and healing was not leading you closer to peace, but quietly keeping you away from it? And what if true awareness does not rise upward, does not move energy, does not require balance, activation, or effort? What if it simply is? Today, we are not adding another spiritual practice. We are not learning another system. We are not improving the self. Today, we are stepping out of effort and into what has always been present. This is the direct recognition of I am, not as words, not as affirmation, but as living awareness itself. Stay with me, not with your mind, but with your listening. Part 1. The Subtle Trap of Spiritual Seeking. For many years, spirituality has been explained through levels, 7 chakras, higher frequencies, rising kundalini, balancing lower centers, opening higher ones. And while these maps can be useful, there is a hidden cost few speak about. Every map divides. Every level separates. Every system subtly says, you are here, but peace is there. The seeker becomes busy, always adjusting, always correcting, always checking. Is my heart open enough? Is my crown activated? Is my energy blocked? Am I doing it right? And without realizing it, the simple sense of being gets buried under spiritual effort. Peace becomes a future event. Awareness becomes an achievement. But listen closely. That which is trying to rise is already here. Part 2. Awareness does not move. Energy moves. Sensations move. Thoughts move. Emotions rise and fall. But awareness? Awareness does not travel. It does not ascend. It does not improve. Awareness is what notices movement. If something can be activated, it is not awareness. If something needs alignment, it is not awareness. If something can be lost, gained, strengthened, or weakened, it is not awareness. The mistake is subtle. We try to experience awareness instead of recognizing. That awareness is what is already experiencing. You do not reach it, you notice it, and that noticing requires no effort. Part 3. I am is not a statement. When people hear I am, they often think it is an affirmation. I am calm. I am healed. I am powerful. But this is not the I am we are speaking of. Those are descriptions of a person. The true I am comes before every description. Before I am peaceful. Before I am anxious. Before I am spiritual. Before I am seeking. Even before. I am a body. Notice this now. You are aware that you are listening. That sense of being aware, without words, without effort, without identity, that is, I am. Not something you do, something you are. Part 4. Why chakras feel real, but are not final. This does not deny chakras. Experiences in the body are real. Sensations are real. Energy movement is real. But here is the key truth. All experiences happen within awareness. Chakras appear to awareness. Energy appears to awareness. Even silence appears to awareness. So when attention is locked on energy centers, awareness is unconsciously treated as secondary. The lens becomes more important than the light. But when awareness recognizes itself, everything else naturally falls into harmony without manipulation. You don't fix the waves. You recognize the ocean. Part 5. The unified field of being. When awareness is recognized, something beautiful happens. The sense of separation dissolves. No lower self. No higher self. No blocked center. No open center. Just being. Life is no longer divided into spiritual moments and ordinary moments. Washing hands becomes sacred. Breathing becomes prayer. Listening becomes meditation. Not because you made it so, but because awareness was never absent. Peace is no longer something you enter. It is what remains when effort stops. Part 6. Living from I am, practical real, Living from I am does not mean withdrawing from life. It means responding from clarity instead of reaction. Thoughts may still arise. Emotions may still pass. Challenges may still appear. But they no longer define you. You are the space they move through. When anger comes, you notice it, without becoming it. When fear arises, you allow it, without resisting it. This is not suppression. This is freedom. Awareness does not fight experience. It includes it. And in that inclusion, suffering softens. Part 7 WHY, this brings deep peace. Effort creates tension. Seeking assumes lack. But recognition ends seeking. When awareness rests in itself, the nervous system settles naturally. The body feels safe. The mind slows. Life regains simplicity. Not because problems disappeared, but because identification loosened. Peace was never missing. It was overlooked. Part 8. The ever-present truth. You do not need to wait. You do not need permission. You do not need another practice. Right now. You are aware that you are here. That simple knowing, untouched by thought, that is it. Not dramatic, not flashy, not emotional, but deeply, unmistakably real. This is what cannot be taken away. This is what remains when everything else changes. If something in you recognizes this, not intellectually, but quietly, then allow this awareness to live your life. You don't need to remember it. It remembers itself. If this video resonated, take a moment to like it, not for the algorithm, but as a quiet acknowledgement. Subscribe if you wish to explore this deeper recognition together, and most importantly, do not carry this as knowledge. Rest as what you already are. I am.